Hey y'all, I am back and today I have our new curriculum haul. All of the shipments came in, all of my packages showed up, and we have them all here, and I'm ready to share with you what I am using for our 2023-24 homeschool year for 6th grade. I can't believe it. My baby's in middle school. Okay. First, we are using Saxon Math for our math. This is what she used the last year that we were homeschooling, and she worked really well with this curriculum. So we're going to continue with that. I did hesitate and I did consider teaching textbooks. I wound up going with Saxon because she did so well with it. She has never used teaching textbooks before. I have used that with my oldest daughter. I believe she was in 4th grade when we did that, and it was not a positive experience, although it was for my niece. So there's probably a video, if there is, I'll link it up here, about my math review, and teaching textbooks will be included in that. If you're looking for an updated math review about teaching textbooks versus Saxon, let me know in the comments, and I'll be sure to share all about those reasons why I chose one over another. And here is the real star of the show. This is Sonlight curriculum. A friend of mine has been using this for a long time, and she shared this with me. She shipped it to me after they were finished. They're almost done. And this is the teacher's manual here. It shows you exactly what to do each day of the week and each week by week. And it gives you the ideas of extra projects. And then it also includes worksheets. I had to order these separately because they are consumables, and my friend, they had already used these all up. They had consumed them, she had used them. So she loved it so much, talked about Sonlight year after year, loved how much the literature was woven into the curriculum. Not even woven, it was the star. The curriculum is based on really great literature. So let me share some of those reader books with you, and I'll show you what I mean. This is a stack of our readers for this year. These are the books that my daughter, who is 11, is going to be reading through this year. And we're missing about 6 of them. My friend who sent these to me, we are missing a couple. They are finishing up those last few books while they are on a trip across the United States as an educational trip with her family. One of the optional curriculums that is suggested by Sonlight is Spelling UC. They also suggest Handwriting Without Tears and Wordly Wise, which we did not choose. I have never used Spelling UC, and that's surprising because I feel like I have tried every single spelling curriculum there is out there. All About Spelling, Abeka, Bob Jones, you name it, I have tried their spelling list, and I think it ultimately comes down to it's just memorization, and it's just difficult, and my children do not thrive in that area, which kind of makes me bananas because I am naturally a good speller. So y'all just wish me luck, okay? This has a lot of dictation in here, and so I feel like that's gonna kind of tick off our handwriting as well. She doesn't need much work with her handwriting, but I am going to be paying close attention to that. And if we need any extra practice, then we may just pull out the Bible and grab a couple of verses and do a little copy work there. I think that's probably all that she needs at this point. As far as Wordly Wise, we're not using that. To be honest, another friend of mine used it with her daughter, and they found it very dry and boring. Sorry. I feel like my family, just from reading and interacting, has a pretty sturdy vocabulary already, and especially with all of these readers that she's going to be going through, whenever we come across those vocabulary words that are new to her, we'll stop and address those there. And so it's right tied into what we're doing already instead of going to get another workbook. Our science is by Apologia. Love, love, love Apologia Science. We've used many different books, many versions, the junior, and then the other ones that were zoology, biology, the marine, I'll link them down below. The marine science, I believe it was marine science, astronomy was one of them. They have a great section of books for, I think it's called junior scientists. That was a good introduction to Apologia for my 6th grader. This is middle school, general science. It comes with this big old honking workbook, and then it does have the test and solutions included. Her science work is going to be at home, like reading the chapters, working on those worksheets in that workbook, and taking the test. But we are going to be doing labs and group projects with our co-op. So that is one of her co-op classes, is general science, and everybody follows along at the same pace. So they kind of have homework each week to keep up with. Then they're all working on the same thing that they have all read and worked on throughout the week. Does that make sense? And I almost forgot, I am adding supplemental grammar to our Sonlight curriculum just because I love, love, love easy grammar. It is a mastery-based curriculum. Now, of course, we'll never finish this whole book ever, but this is great to use as a resource if we come across a concept that she might be struggling with, say direct objects and indirect objects. I can just go grab some more work here. I can go grab some more practice for her to use, and sometimes just seeing it from a different angle, sometimes seeing it in a different format, then that's all that your student needs, is to pick up on that concept. So I just love easy grammar, and it was very affordable, so I grabbed it in case we need any additional worksheets. What about history? Well, we don't do a formal history or science in our house until middle school. History up until this point is usually Liberty Kids, which we love. That really fired my son's interest for all things history and launched him into wanting to know so much more. And for science, we were big fans of the Magic School Bus, or we would just find some interesting and fun experiments online. And really the name of the game was exposure at that point. I do start a formal curriculum for science and history around middle school. And Sonlight curriculum is based on a chronological order of a period in history. So we are working on American history this year. All of those readers, those go in order of American history, and it's all tied in together. We may use an extra resource here and there, like my friend, she had recommended a podcast. I'll link that below. It was history stories about history, something like that. Thanks, Ginger. We may supplement some things like that as far as history goes. That's our curriculum haul. You know, it doesn't seem like much because you need less than you think you do, right? I mean, this is a lot of reading. We're going to be busy. We're going to be curled up right here on this couch and reading together, and I'm so excited and I can't wait. I read, or I heard somewhere along the way, a long time ago, that the one thing that all ACT top scoring students had in common was that they read. And come to find out, the content did not matter as much as just the practice of reading. So I am a true believer in that. More living books, less worksheets. I love it. I hope y'all have a great week, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.